Hey everybody, Bill and Deb with I Ride Tiny House Adventures.
Hi everybody.
We are sitting here in a beautiful campground in Mississippi.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, and we've been here for a few days and we just really enjoyed ourselves, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
Yeah. Had a couple days of rain.
Yes.
But other than that, it's been beautiful and it's sun shining today. We're looking at a gorgeous lake. I wish we could show it to you, which we will in our next video.
Right.
Right?
Absolutely.
You betcha. But right now, what we want to talk about is the campground that we came from, near Little Rock, Arkansas.
And it was a gorgeous campground, too.
Oh, wow. Absolutely beautiful. And we'll probably return there.
Yes, we will.
Yeah.
Yes, we will.
Anyway, we had the opportunity to stay a few days at Maumelle Campground, which is technically in Little Rock. We were saying that it was actually more like Maumelle, Arkansas, but we were corrected. It's actually in Little Rock.
In Little Rock.
On the Arkansas River. So anyway, what we did to show you this campground, we're going to try this time. We took a bike ride through the campground. And I don't know what it was that day, but man, you were just on fire. I couldn't keep up with you no matter how hard I tried. So anyway, follow along with us as we take you on a tour of beautiful Maumelle Campground in Little Rock, Arkansas, on the Arkansas River. And we're off, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I made oatmeal that morning, so Deb got quite a burst of energy there.
Evidently,
because, man, I couldn't even keep up with you there. Man, you're just flying.
I wanted to get ahead of you.
And that's the neat thing about this campground. It was a great place to ride bikes, wouldn't you say?
Oh, everyone was riding their bikes.
Oh, yeah.
It was just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. Well, now we're coming into E section. Now, E section is kind of back up off the water. It's kind of, I would say, towards the back of the park, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Yeah.
But as you can see, lots of shade trees and nice and flat, level campsites.
That's the part that I appreciate the most.
And they all have 20, 30, and 50 amp and water at the site.
As far as we know, they all have 20, 30, and 50. All the ones we looked at had
everyone I looked
20,
at.
30, and 50 amp, yeah, and water at the site. The only thing that I noticed at our particular site, and I don't know that it was like this throughout the park, well, you noticed it too, we only had 20 pounds of water pressure.
Right, the water
Remember
pressure
that?
was a little light at ours.
Now, that doesn't mean to say that it would be like that everywhere, but ours it was.
Yeah,
So
but
anyway.
it was doable.
Yeah, we made it work.
Yeah.
We made it work. But wow, I just can't get over all of the trees, and tons of pine trees everywhere as well.
Everywhere. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful park.
Now, how many sites do they have total here?
128
Wow.
campsites.
128 campsites. And as you can tell in the video, it is all well maintained.
Oh,
very
it's
well
just
maintained.
gorgeous.
And there you go again. Zip, zip.
Go ahead, leave me alone.
Wow. Look at you go. Whew. That exercise is paying off, isn't it?
Evidently.
Yeah. Anyway, now we're getting ready to come into the B section.
And B section had a few pull-throughs.
Yeah, as we can see right here.
As you can see right here, I believe 11, 12, and 13 were pull-through sites.
Yeah, we're fixing to ride right next to them here in just a little bit, I do
Yeah.
believe. B section's a pretty good sized section.
Yes, it is.
Right.
Because it goes in this big loop, and then in a little bit you'll see that it comes out by the water.
Yes, yeah. And when we get to the water, we'll talk about the favorite campsites that we picked out along the water.
And this, of course, is on the Arkansas River.
Yeah.
Right outside of Little Rock, Arkansas.
The next thing I'd like to mention, too, as well, is that there were several different dump stations. I think, well, I say several. I know there was at least two. There might have been three.
I think there's, I have to look that up. But here we
Right.
come up on my favorite site.
There we go.
Of course, be 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. And, of course, it's because they all back right up against the water. 29 and 37 were my absolute favorites because they backed up against the water. They were nice and large drives, and they had shade trees.
And these were all in the B section, correct?
B section, yes.
Beautiful view of the Arkansas River. We saw several barges go up and down as we were
sailboats.
there. Some sailboats. And a few cruisers here and there. The marina's just right up here a little bit on your right. Not too far up here a little bit. But, yeah, a lot of different boats. And then, of course, we had a lot of fishermen that came for the weekend and did a lot of
people
fishing.
came out and just fished.
Oh, and check it. Did you see that cool?
Yeah, wasn't that cool?
That's a cool little camper right there, vintage camper. I had to take a double take on that one as I was riding by, for sure.
And it was quiet. I mean, it was full.
Wow.
But it was a very quiet campground. And I think we were totally full that weekend.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, we were. And here we go, zipping on again. Now, to your right there, the screen, you could, boy, just Deb flew by it. There was the boat ramp there.
I don't have a boat, so I don't get...
You don't have a boat, so you don't care. But the boat ramp was a nice boat ramp, and one of the things that I noticed was that they had ample parking for truck and trailers, once you launch your boat, which was nice.
I just saw that speed limit 10. I don't think we were obeying.
No, I don't know why you were trying to get away from me so fast. I don't know.
Because you're always following me.
Well, of course I am. Absolutely. Of course I am.
In here, not only do they have campsites, places for boaters, but they also have 8 picnic shelter type areas where you can have a gathering.
And wow, they were nice too. Nice picnic shelters. We just saw one. We just flew by. You just flew by one a little bit ago. And we're getting ready to come up on another one here, I think, as we go by the corner there. It almost looked like you almost blew that kid off the road when you went by him there. Did you see that?
Right.
Did you see that, folks? I swear. And
if only.
And something else about this place, too, a lot of campgrounds we go to, they'll just have like one set of dumpsters and that's about it. There were multiple dumpsters throughout the campground. And, of course, now we're pulling into A section.
In Section A, I had a few sites, 14, 16, and 18. They had several that were nice, but some of them actually backed up against the marina, and I want to look at the water, not the marina. So that's just my opinion.
But all the ones that you picked out as your favorites were all waterfront sites, correct?
Yes,
in the
all
A section.
along the water, yeah.
And here again, the A section is a pretty large section itself. There was 1 or 2 sections that we didn't ride through. They were on up in another part of the campground.
It had a hill, so therefore I couldn't do it.
Well, after you expended all your energy shooting away from me like you did, but you can see the marina there in the upper right-hand corner of your screen right there. That's where the marina is. And wow, they even had a boat there that we noticed that had a tiny house built on it. Wasn't that cool?
It was cool.
Yeah. I should have got a picture of that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I swear.
Because you were skipping along.
I was too busy trying to keep up with you. My goodness. My. And we're still in A section. Now here to your left, on the left side of the screen there, and we couldn't find anything on the website about these sites on the left. But these sites were pull-through sites all down through the middle there. And they had water and sewer and electric.
And they called them an extended stay through the University Medical Center.
Right. University of Arkansas Medical Center.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah, when you clarify that. Right.
So I'm thinking that I don't know.
Yeah.
I couldn't find any information, and there was
Look
no
at
one
that
asked.
kid.
Yeah.
Look at that kid.
Go.
I swear. Well, we'll get even with him. Right? Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Boom. My goodness. Where'd you get that burst of energy?
I can't have those kids beating me.
There they got to join in. They had enough. They
As we said, bicycle riding is a big thing in this campground. Everyone has a bike just about. Now we're in C section.
Yeah. Now C
which
section.
is where we stayed.
Exactly. Now C section, after you go through the guard gate, and it is the very first section immediately to your right.
Yes.
Yeah. And here again, just like all the others, I mean, look at all the trees and everything around it, and just,
lots of shade, lots of trees. Our spot was C8.
Yeah.
And we were backed up against basically a woods. We had very few neighbors. Just one there right next to us, and then the rest of it was all that's mine.
Yeah. And here we are, almost to the end. Here we are to our site at C8.
Yep.
Wow, now that was quite a ride.
It was awesome.
Yes, it was. All righty.
That was a great ride.
That was an awesome ride. And I just couldn't get over how you would just, turn on this burst of speed and phew, you were gone. That's all there was to it.
It's a great road, great bike ride.
I know I'm going to have to lose some weight so I can keep up with you, that's for sure, which
There
I'm
you
working
go.
on.
There you go.
I am working on that. Anyway, we hope you enjoyed the tour of Maumelle Campground there in Arkansas. And we'll put a link in the description and also in the comment section, the website for this particular campground. It is a Corps of Engineer campground. I don't think we mentioned that.
We didn't mention that.
No, we
yes.
didn't. So it is a Corps of Engineer campground. And the fees were like $21 a night. Is that right?
I believe that is correct
Yeah.
because it was 50 amp.
Right. 50 amp service and water at the site, of course. Of course, if you have the senior pass like we do, it was $10.50 a night for all that.
Awesome.
Yeah, for all that awesomeness. Anyway, y'all take care. We're going to see you again soon. And I think it's time for maybe a glass of wine. What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That
all
sounds
right.
good to me.
So anyway, we'll talk to y'all later. We're going to go have a glass of wine and enjoy our beautiful view. We'll see you again soon. This is Bill and Deb with I Ride Tiny House Adventures. And as we always say, we're not camping.
We're living.
See you again soon. Bye-bye now.
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good stuff.